Touting beef, soybeans, and all things agriculture, Nebraska Farm Bureau President Steve Nelson joined Governor Pete Ricketts and Director of the Nebraska Department of Agriculture Steve Wellman in traveling to Mexico for an international trade mission. While the goal of this mission was to attract businesses to Nebraska, Nelson says the opportunity to highlight Nebraska agriculture and build relationships is key to expanding markets.
It really comes down to building relationships. That's true in every part of the world that I've been to on trade missions before, and it's valued, that one-on-one contact that you have, making sure that they understand that we're trustworthy to do business with, and those sorts of things that build a good base for any business relationship.
The group also expressed gratitude to Mexican officials for signing the U.S Mexico-Canada trade agreement. Mexico is one of Nebraska's largest agricultural export markets, doing $6.4 billion in agricultural business in 2017. Nebraska Farm Bureau senior economist Jay Rempe tracks the value of trade to farmers and ranchers and says about a third of what is grown in Nebraska is sent somewhere else in the world.
Since we entered into the NAFTA in the mid-1990s or 1993 or 94, we've seen just ag trade between the three countries just explode. It's quadrupled over that time period. And because where Nebraska is situated geographically and because of our commodity base that we have, we've been a big beneficiary of that. And so the new agreement is vitally important in protecting those export markets. Mexico is a growing country, allows us to continue to have access to that market.
Rempe says Mexico is a top buyer of Nebraska corn, beef, pork, and many other agricultural products. According to the USDA, total U.S. agricultural exports to Mexico came in at $18.6 billion in 2017. It's a market Nelson says is key to all Nebraskans.
Certainly, we want to do everything we can to create opportunities for farmers and ranchers here in Nebraska and trading in other countries, exporting our products to other countries. That's all very, very important to agriculture in the state of Nebraska, and probably equally as important to that's important to all Nebraskans, because the Nebraska economy is so dependent upon agriculture. So typically when agriculture does well, the state does well.
To learn more on international trade and analysis from Nebraska Farm Bureau, visit NEFB.org.